Welcome to the fish tank.
Hey everybody, Fishman here. It's been a couple months since I finished the belt sander build, and it's been working really great. I've had a few comments that I thought I should take care of, so I am going to do this little short update video. Tom's Dream Workshop and Marvin Carbon had issues with the the motor, the wiring basically, because when I first did the video, I treated the motor as a black box. I wasn't really paying attention to it because I plugged it in and it turned on, and that's all I really cared about. Because if you remember from all the videos leading up to this, I was on a kind of a huge time crunch. I had that big build I had to do, and what I needed to do is I needed to get the belt sander functional, and once it was, I pretty much stopped at that point. So what I'm going to do here now is take care of a few of those shortcomings, which pretty much is just rewiring the motor here. That is, if I can fit my big fingers into these tiny little holes. And also another gentleman who I will apologize if I mangle his name, Julio Cesar Leo, wanted a list of the materials and also some of the dimensions for the various arms and whatnot, because I think he wants to try and build one himself, which is cool. What I'm going to do then is as I wire here, I'm going to try and go over some of that stuff, and also give you a bit of a breakdown of how I feel this thing is working out, and also to tell you of an upcoming project I'm thinking of doing once I get a bit more free time. So all the materials for this is made from 6061, which is the structural version for aluminum. So the only reason to use that over some of the other ones, like 6063 or whatever, is it's just a little harder and is a bit more durable. Well, as far as aluminum goes anyway. The base plate that you see here is an offcut I got. It is 24 inches long and 12 inches wide. And the reason why I got it, because I didn't have to get it cut, and it was cheaper to go with that size. And all the other dimensions I pretty much worked around that particular piece for. At this point in the rewire, I have the power and common wires hooked up, and what I'm going to do now is shorten and then hook up the ground wire. And at this point, the motor will be rewired, and we'll move over to the switch. And once we move to the switch part, we'll have panned out sufficiently that I can start giving you some of the dimensions for the various arms. Now, all the arms are made from 6061 tubular square tube aluminum. They're 2x2 with a 1/4 inch wall. Actually, everything else besides the base plate is at a 1/4 inch, just because it's a little bit more rigid. So that base arm that you see there that everything's attached to is 16 inches long. The front post, which is the tool post, is 10 inches high. The post it's attached to is 18 inches high, and then the back post, which has the adjusting arm on it, is 31 inches high. And that cross piece you see that gives me the rigidity for when I'm putting pressure against the main front post. It's kind of variable. If you go through the video, it's kind of easy to see the grooves I cut that allowed it to me to make things perfectly square, and then I tightened it down. So can't really give you the dimensions of that because it was kind of a feel. And then the work surface for the tool post is 8 inches long, and it's also 2 inches wide and 1/4 inch again. And all the wheels are made from solid aluminum 6061. They are 3 inches in diameter, and they are 2 inches long. 2.5 inches long, my bad, because it's a 2-inch wide belt sander, so I wanted a little extra on both sides. Hopefully that answers the questions you need. If you need more details, like the threaded rod's 1/2 inch rod, I think I went through almost all those in the build as we went along. So hopefully that would be enough for you. If not, let me know, and hopefully I can come up with something more for you, but I don't really have the time to make up plans, so hopefully we're good. In the build here, what I've done now is just connected the common wire together with the old one, and I'm putting the power on the black wire, and then what we're going to do is screw that all back into place. And the most annoying part of that whole process is right here are these stupid long screws they have on these boxes. I have no idea why they make them so long, but it takes forever to screw them in and screw them out. So anyway, I plugged it in, gave it a try, it works. Unplug it, and we're going to put the cap on. And then what we're going to do is do one last touch up here, which is hook up the wires so that they don't dangle freely, and put the cover plate back on. And then what I'm going to do is also the sharp edges on the box with the switch. I'm going to silicone just so there aren't as enough, well, vibrations to damage the wires. And that's pretty much takes care of all the comments that everyone had, and like I said, I hope that that answers everybody's questions. And then as far as the next build I'm actually thinking of doing is, I find I end up with a lot of offcuts, like small pieces of either aluminum and or acrylic. And my only ways of cutting the offcuts at the moment, or tiny little pieces that are left over, is the table saw, which is here, which is the belt sander's on, and also my metal offcut saw. And both of those, well, mostly the table saw, it's just too dangerous to be using tiny little pieces. So what I need to do is I need to build myself a small bandsaw, which is my next build. It's going to be a mini bandsaw. It's going to be a lot more ambitious than this, but I think it's seeing how well this turned out, I think I'm going to give it a go. So the next few videos are going to be me trying to put that together and do some calculations on feed rates, and also, well, you know, I'll save that all for the video. So what I'm doing here is I've just I did a few cuts for putting together an LED canopy for a client, and I just want to make sure they're all the same length. I didn't need to do it, but like I said, I just want to show this off right now. And what I've done here is I've adjusted the tracking so that the belt is all the way over to the far left, because I want to do, well, I want to sand off these these holes, which I deliberately punched through too fast, just so that you can see that it's really cool for getting rid of those burrs. This is actually one of the reasons why I built the belt sander with the larger wheels, just so I can take off little things like that. And the only problem with it is, and probably one of the few things that's actually a little off with this build, is when I adjust the tracking so that the belt is all the way over to the left like that, you can see the wobble in it. But that's only a minor issue, and it doesn't really bother me at all. So anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you liked it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks again.